My name is Frank Macha. My focus area is around cloud development and product development with cloud services. COVID has introduced a lot of interesting challenges, if you will, or hurdles that enterprises, entrepreneurs, businesses have to now adopt, if you will, in their day-to-day operations, how they engage their customers or how they go about in delivering on their business outcomes. The first off is, of course, encouragement, to never give up. There's definitely something about the American spirit of persevering, the entrepreneurship of persevering, taking on these challenges and adopting, if you will, to those, and coming out, taking on these challenges to innovate or deliver in a novel, new way until for your business goals, your business outcomes. Things to consider: it's continuing that engagement with your customers. Even though maybe it's no longer in person, even though I may not have that opportunity to have the handshake, if you will, engaging through virtual avenues such as we'll call them these Zoom meetings, or to take on the social type of engagement through the Facebooks, the Instagrams, and whatnot, that becomes a more potent and more important arsenal, if you will, in your toolbox to take advantage of. Number two is looking at how you're operating, if you will, in call it your back end office or back office aspects. This is a great time to do a reassessment of all the if you will, services or all the how it is that you're accomplishing your business outcomes. Which ones now you want to be more optimized, more efficient, and take advantage of from other ways of delivering it. My focus being in the cloud area, is very interesting to see that a lot of the cloud services that are provided out there, you look at your Azures, you look at the Zooms, you look at all these interesting services that are now have been providing, cloud-like delivery, in the sense that those are available and accessible to everyone and anyone in any location. Review those and see which ones of those make the most sense for your business, for your entrepreneur, for your goals. Not to say that everything and anything can be done through Zoom, not everything and anything can be done through Azure or Microsoft Office or whatnot. This is a great assessment to look at all of those and find the right set of tools, these cloud tools, to help you deliver on your business outcomes. The next one is, how do you integrate it all? Understanding that each of these cloud solutions has a different perspective of what there is that they're delivering. Call it the Office 365 set of tools, call it the Zoom experience that we're having and whatnot. Looking at ways to integrate each of these tools, again, in a manner that is more efficient and is more specific to your business outcomes. At the end of the day, the data that you're going to be capturing in an Office 365, data that you're going to be sharing through a Zoom, data that you're going to be capturing through social networks and whatnot, you need to somehow now start collecting those in new, novel manners. Taking advantage of what is available for you from a cloud-like perspective becomes really important. And it's something that, from a strategy side of the house, you have to look into and take advantage because of the new reality that we're living in. At the same time, opportunities are going to be had as you now engage with your customers, shifting or tweaking, if you will, those business models so that you're now more efficient. You're now more have more automative or ways to take advantage of those cloud services for your goals. It becomes a new opportunity, and tweaks to your business models will occur. But ultimately, though, these challenges can be overcome. It's just a new way of being innovative, if you will, in taking the cloud services into a manner that fits in your world. One of the things that with regards to being efficient, also encouraging, if you will, this mobility aspect, basically embracing it and adopting it and being a part of your mode. We're in this situation that we've seen a lot of organizations that are being successful with their employees being able to work remotely, even more so. So it's an interesting call it forcing function that COVID has come to light, if you will, but it has opened up that opportunity for employees to be found everywhere and anywhere. And from an entrepreneur perspective or a small business perspective or organization perspective, now you have the ability to find the resources wherever they could be. Be it in anywhere in New Mexico, for example, you no longer have to find them in Beatrice, Albuquerque, or whatnot. It could be anywhere. What's wonderful about this is that the ability to be able to connect in this virtual manner opens up your pool of resources to be anywhere. So strategies around enabling remote working, enabling the telework type of aspects will go a long way. And now you will have a wider pool of resources that now will be able to help you. The benefit is, because we're now entering this new world of remote type of engagements in this manner, you're going to start seeing a lot of call them digital natives. There's a lot of interesting set of young employees, if you will, that have been already how can I say this? They are very comfortable in engaging in this type of manner. Now, you already then have an interesting set of resource pools that you can tap into, because they are digital natives. They know what it means to interact in this virtual manner. So taking that, being able to tap into those resources into your business or organizations becomes really interesting. So definitely would encourage organizations, entrepreneurs to start considering that and adopting that one aspect of it all.
What resources can businesses look to for support?
Resources are bound, and this is what's great, right? So my experience, for example, over the last handful of weeks through the Arrowhead team, having these type of resources where are virtually delivered, support for entrepreneurs, is now going to become that much more important. The ability to be able to do the virtual meetups will go a long way. You have to understand that we're not isolated, even though we might be confined ourselves into call it our home offices, for lack of a better word. The ability to be able to reach out and have these virtual communities, those virtual meetups, virtual advising centers or whatnot, that will go a long way. And the encouragement would be to our entrepreneurs and to organizations is don't be afraid, don't be shy to ask for help. In the old model, yes, it was very interesting that I could just go to a particular office and just maybe even pick up a phone and talk to somebody. But in this day and age, where we are digitally connected and we can virtually connect in this manner, even through video conferences, it makes it that much easier to be able to reach out and make those connections. So I would encourage entrepreneurs, organizations, businesses to don't be shy. Number one, you're not alone. Number two, and if there are questions to be asked, reach out to those resources. The last 4 or 6 weeks of advising others in the Arrowhead community has been very positive. It's been a very natural, if you will, shift to be able to interact in this manner. So those resources are there, and there are other resources out there that I would encourage the entrepreneurs community to take advantage of. We adapt to challenges, we adapt to circumstances, we adapt to new realities, if you will. So, what I would also say with that is there are opportunities to be had. Maybe through this new way of interacting with customers, how we interact with each other in this virtual manner, there could be some interesting new services, interesting new problems to solve. So I would encourage creativity and innovation to address those matters. In other words, always look at the opportunities to be had as opposed to the potential downside that we may have perceived that there was. There's always an opportunity. There's always a positive to it all. So I would encourage the community to look at the positives. We will persevere through this. We will pass through this, and we will adopt. We will find our new normal, if you will. But that is going to be opening up a lot of great opportunities. So, as a last thought, if you will, I would encourage everyone to don't be afraid. This will pass. We will win this, and we are winning this together. And here, within about a year's time, one of the comments that I'm hearing in the enterprise circles is, we've been talking about transformations into digital, transformations into the new, into the new world and new digital interactions for about 5 years. These are being forced. So it's a leapfrog into that future. So let's embrace this, and let's take advantage of the opportunities that will be had. With that, I wish everybody the best, and understand that we are here for each other, and we will definitely fight and win this one together. Thank you so much.
This video was brought to you by the New Mexico Economic Development Department, Office of Science and Technology. Discover more resources to support your business at arrowheadcenter.nmsu.edu.